So in this question, it says here magnesium reacts with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. State two observations that you would make when magnesium heated strongly and placed in a glass of pure oxygen. Now there are a few observations. The first is the color flame. So we got to talk about that. There also is the what happens to the solid. Initially the solid is going to be silvery metal, silvery gray, silver gray, and then the final solution, a final product will be a white solid, right? So you can mention any of those two. So there are three. So, but I would start off with, you would say, a white flame is produced. That's what I would start off with. So white flame is seen or produced, and the you can say a white solid is formed, and a white solid is formed. That's what I would say. You could also have a third observation. The silver gray metal, the silver gray solid disappears. This is the third. I don't have to include that, but I'm just saying. That's what the other is. Alright? So you can have multiple observations for basically, this is basically their oxidation. It's group 2 metal, basically, undergoing oxidation. Flame color is most important. So I would not give you marks if you did not include the flame color bit. Let's recall the flame colors. For magnesium, it's brilliant white. For calcium, it's red, right? Yeah, so you got to remember the colors. Then the next part is about acid indigestion. It's caused by an excess of hydrochloric acid in the stomach. Yes, we have hydrochloric acid in our stomachs. Yes, magnesium oxide is commonly found in indigestion tablets. Yeah, so this magnesium oxide is actually used to neutralize hydrochloric acid in our stomachs, which then helps with the indigestion. So give the equation to show how magnesium oxide, which by the way is what? Is a base. So it's MgO, reacts with what? HCl. So the HCl in our stomach produces MgCl2 and H2O. They didn't ask for state symbols. I'm not going to give them state symbols. This is like an O-level question. O-level IGCSE. Oxide, metal oxide plus acid becomes metal, salt and water. Name of type of reaction this is. Well, any reaction with an acid and a base is called what? Neutralisation. That's what this is. It's neutralisation. So generally group 2 stuff is pretty easy. I mean, if you as long as you don't get panicked by it, it's pretty easy. Like here, check this out. It's a ceramic. It has a high melting point. That's the big part. It's an ionic compound. A ceramic material is something that can withstand high heats. And why can it withstand high heats? Because it has a high melting point. It says, state and explain why ceramic materials such as magnesium oxide have high melting points. Because what? This is a MgO has a or is a giant ionic lattice. It's a giant structure. No, held by what? Strong.
Quick pause. If you're finding value in this explanation, there's so much more to discover at Alt Academy, where we break down every A-level concept with the same clarity. Now back to the video lesson.
Ionic bonds. But why is the melting point high then? The next point is, therefore, what would you say? Large amounts of energy are needed to overcome these ionic bonds. These strong ionic bonds. I know, writing pretty slow, but yeah, that's what we have. So you say that it's a giant lattice held by lots of strong ionic bonds, and lots of energy is required to break all of these ionic bonds. Therefore, the melting point is high. So look at this. Solid structures का part of the question is part of the group 2 also. Yeah. Now, magnesium oxide can be made from magnesium carbonate in a one-step reaction using heat. Okay, so heat, a reaction that only produces something by heat generally tends to be a decomposition reaction. And all group 2 carbonates, okay, which are solid, so magnesium carbonate on all group 2 carbonates that are solid can be heated, and they break down to form the solid oxide and carbon dioxide gas. And this is for all group 2 carbonates. And this reaction is called, because of heat, it's called thermal decomposition, because it took heat to decompose it. Now, all group 2 carbonates. The one thing that is not asked here but you should keep in mind is that the ease at which the group 2 carbonates decompose decreases down the group, meaning they become harder to decompose, which means they are more thermally stable. Like, it is harder to decompose barium carbonate than it is to decompose magnesium carbonate. That's something that you guys keep in mind. Alright? So, yeah. Now, if it's group 2 nitrates, they also decompose. So, this one-step reaction using heat is for group 2 carbonates and group 2 nitrates. Carbonates produce oxides and carbon dioxide only, but nitrates would have produced oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen gas. And just so that even if they didn't ask us, if I gave you the equation for group 2 nitrate as just a recap and wrote learn it, it produces 2 moles of NO2 gas and half a mole of oxygen. Now, the difference between the two reactions is, even though they make the same solid product, there are changes in observation. Like here, you will see nothing. You cannot observe anything because it goes from a white solid to a white solid, and this is a gas. There will be no bubbles because a gas produced in solid form or through solid form doesn't produce bubbles. It's only when there's a liquid present will it show bubbles. So there would be no observation for this. Really, you could say that, I can pass the gas produced through lime water and it would turn it milky or turn it white. But in this particular case, there is an observation. Even though you go from solid to solid, but the NO2 gas that is produced is brown in color. So here there is a visible observation. You'd say brown gas produced. If you said here colorless gas produced, that would be a stupid answer, because you cannot see a colorless gas. So if they ask you for observation and you say colorless gas produced, that's not an observation, because you would not be able to see a colorless gas. So keep that in mind. They're the common things that they keep asking in thermal decomposition. And how do you differentiate the two? Well, this will be brown gas, no gas. Yeah?
Hey there! If you found this A-level chemistry lesson helpful, why don't you head over to our website, altacademy.org, where you can sign up for the full A-level chemistry course. In addition to chemistry, you can sign up for physics, biology, math, or 4 other A-level subjects. Thousands of students have already taken the leap. What are you waiting for?